Jonathan Lethem wrote an essay saying, well, everybody borrows. This is borrowing taken to an enormously sophisticated and extensive level. And you're right, it's not a diminution of Dylan to read this stuff or to present this stuff. It's really a genius level of borrowing, both in the choice of subject matter and in the presentation. And there's also meta humor in here. I mean, you mentioned in your piece, for example, that he's writing about a couple other singers who write topical songs, and in writing about their borrowing of source materials, he borrows himself from John Dos Passos, and so, there's this kind of enormously playful but enormously deceptive mind at work, and it fascinates me I find it irresistible. Look, for example, in the book, he talks absolute nonsense about a blues guitarist supposedly teaching him a mathematical way to use the neck of the guitar. It's not true, but I may be the first guy to note this, and I'd be curious your thoughts. Back when he recorded Blonde on Blonde and was interviewed about it, he described Robbie Robertson as a mathematical guitar genius. So somewhere in his mind, there's this link between mathematics and the guitar. There are these profound, crazy themes. Somebody said people will be studying this stuff for 100 years. I actually think they might be.
Well, there's certainly plenty to work with. It's for me, it's to see Dylan still being so engaged with his work when many artists after decades and decades are going to content to go out and play their greatest hits, and maybe and everyone goes to get a beer or a T-shirt when they play the new song. Dylan has done something vastly different, out year after year after year, consistently playing new material, and not only the music and the writing, but the visual art, the painting, the sculptures, just continually engaged and in ways that I find fascinating. I don't know if, I'm a fan of lots of artists, love Ernest Tubb or Howlin' Wolf and study that stuff, but they're not still out there making new stuff. And I've yet to find a parallel in another artist that's similar to this. I think that's what keeps me diving into the material. It's endless. You dive in, and if you spend some time, and you can come up with things that are surprising and rewarding in a whole range of different ways. It's led me to